In this video, we are finally going to be talking about color. I know a lot of you have investigated it already, but this will just be my formal, one of two formal little instructions on color. So this first, we're starting with if I asked you to code this image, how would you do it? You can probably see that there are 3 ellipses. This one has a center of 60, 80, 140, 80, and 100, 140. Now, we can fill those circles using fill. I want you to think for a second what number you would use for black. Hopefully we recall that it's 0. What number would you use for white? Hopefully we recall that it's 255. And then what numbers could we use for light gray? So remember that it's 0 to 255, so I would say anything around here. So maybe 180 to 255. And similarly for dark gray, it would be down here from 0 to maybe 100. So we can fill circles using the fill function. If we saw fill 0, we would assume it would be black. If we saw fill 255, we would assume it would be white. And if we saw fill 100, we would assume it would be like a gray, but maybe on the darker end. What we haven't talked about is that fill accepts more arguments or more values than just one number. If we wanted to use color values, fill looks like this and uses something called RGB. So you'll see that there's a 0, a 255, and a 0, and they can change to other numbers. Fill is R for red, G for green, and B for blue. And each number is between 0 and 255. And I just want you to think about, we know if we took the colors red and blue, we should make purple. But interestingly enough, in a computer, when you combine them, it makes more of a magenta. And that has to do with the different types of light and colors that are used in your computer. White, if you notice, is right here, and it's the result of mixing every single color. So if I wanted to make RGB white, I could do 255, 255, 255, or just 255 in one number. Black is no color, which is why it's 0, 0, 0, or just 0. Cyan, magenta, and yellow are the 3 other colors made by our experiment, and any other colors we see are a result of mixing different levels. So we have yellow, cyan, and magenta. I've done another one here though. You'll notice that this time my fill has 4 numbers, and it was used on the red circle. I want you to take a second and think about what that last 150 might mean. And hopefully you have a second to think that it is talking about how see-through it is. So opacity can be a 4th number. Opacity is a lack of transparency, meaning it's more solid. This top one is opaque. It is not see-through. Transparency is how much you can see through something. So these are transparent. You can see through to the white and you can see through to the blue. You can add a 4th number to your color and it will give it an opacity. It's between 0 and 255. 0 would mean it's completely see-through, and 255 means it's totally solid, like up here. So here you can see that it's pretty see-through. It's not all the way, so maybe it's at something I don't know. Oh, well, it's 150. So what you're going to do today is you'll notice that I have 10 ellipses. You are going to give each ellipse a different colored fill and stroke. And a challenge for you would be to try and make a rainbow in red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet order. Fill and stroke should be slightly different shades of the same color. Okay. I don't know why that opened twice. Let me know what questions you have.